Back on Sportscenter, what to watch for 11 Eastern tonight. Glory 32 light heavyweight tournament from Virginia. This is kickboxing. The Ukrainian Serhiy Adamchuk will go head-to-head with the Canadian Gabriel Varga for the featherweight world title. Not something you often see on television. Some of the toughest guys in sports on ESPN2 tonight. And I know this is pretty unique and new for a lot of our viewers tonight, so let's dig into a little bit with our Todd Grisham. He's covering the event tonight in Norfolk. First things first, Todd, I think a lot of people are familiar with UFC and boxing, two things you cover here at ESPN, but take me inside this under-the-radar world of kickboxing.
Well, I tell you, Zubin, it's three-minute rounds. It's not like boxing or UFC where you get a chance to feel your opponent out or ease into the fight. You've got to hit the ground running, or kicking per se. To simplify it, Glory Kickboxing is like a high-level, tough man contest. Blink and it could be over. For pure rock'em sock'em entertainment, this is tough to beat. And Zubin, you know I've covered boxing, I've covered UFC, kickboxing. For the dollar, about as good as it gets.
Indeed. I know you're a big combat sports fan, and there's a lot of people looking forward to this tonight. UFC, boxing, whatever the case is, so much of it is built around the personality of the competitors. Who's the most compelling guy on the card tonight?
Well, Zubin, this may sound like a strange answer, and you know I do give a lot of strange answers. I can't tell you who that is until the fight is over tonight, because Glory has a unique tournament format tonight. It's in the light heavyweight division. 4 fighters will compete. You win your first fight. It's basically a semifinal. You go sit in the back. You drink a Gatorade. You come back out, and you fight again in the same night. 2 fights in one night. They'll declare a light heavyweight tournament champion. They'll eventually get a title shot down the line. So the winner of that tournament will be the best personality of the night. If that made sense, Zubin.
It did. We'll have to check back in with you for a post-game report to get that answered. Before I let you go here, this is pretty cool. A little wrinkle you guys have got going on here. Something called a knockout bonus taking place during the fights. What's this all about?
Well, Glory Kickboxing, better than all the other combat sports, has the best knockout ratio. About 40% of Glory Kickboxing bouts end in knockouts. So Glory says, hey, we want more. And what better way than to incentivize fighters with a big paycheck to go for the gusto. There's some heavyweights on the card tonight, light heavyweights, so these guys will be swinging for the hills. And not only is there a bonus for the knockout of the night, but there's also a bonus for the fighter of the night. So hypothetically speaking, you could win both bonuses in one night. You could double dip, Zubin, something I've seen you do at the ESPN Christmas party every year.
Yes, but we don't have to get into that. We're unfortunately out of time, or I would ask you one last thing about that to go into detail, but I know you're a busy man, so we'll let it go on that. Plenty of guys looking for money and glory and double dipping at Glory 32. Todd, thanks.
All right, Zubes.